I host far more dinners than once a month. And my wife and I have hosted at this point hundreds and hundreds of dinners, maybe over 1,000 in the decades we've been together. And I just trust that if I've genuinely invited someone to spend time with me and I've set a space where we can do that comfortably and I've delivered what I promised them, food for dinner, that something's going to happen there that's special and worth their time. And I'm not always going to win. That they're going to people who think I'm a jerk, I'm a snob, I'm boring, pick one. And tough beans, that's how life works. And I can't let that stop me. And what really happens is it's so rare in our culture, in our age group, for someone to get invited to sit down at a table in a non-commercial space and share a meal and a conversation for well over 90 minutes that has no evaluation, simply to build friendship. That is so rare that simply the invitation to do that is special. And it's really hard for that to go poorly unless someone toxifies it, which I've experienced that as well. But it's really rare. And I'm saying this out loud because I want others who are thinking they want to be more like V and invite people over for the most humblest of meals. And that counts, by the way. Just trust that that's so special that it's kind of hard to blow it. You can blow it, but it's kind of hard. And the one example that's coming to my mind where someone came to my home and they toxified the meal, there was deception involved. And there you go. So you're not deceiving anybody when they come over. It's not really a marketing scheme or a promotional effort. You just generally want someone to experience a conversation and a meal of companionship that will be meaningful for them.
Completely agree. And the way I kind of to sum up what you just said, I would say the bar is so low that, like, for you and I who are actively gathering people all the time and may have like kind of these stories in our head, or we build up the reps so they aren't as loud, we always have to remember that most people are going home and sitting on the couch alone, almost thirsty for any kind of invite, for any kind of social engagement other than flipping through a feed. So the fact that you are hosting them, even if it's for, nachos in the back room of a bar, that's still better than any other kind of social experience that the average American is experiencing.
Yes, I agree with what you said. And what I want to add on to that, what came up for me is that even if they're not sitting on a couch watching videos, they want evidence in their life that there are people that want them around. And when we invite someone to share a meal, they get that. And that's a big deal. Unfortunately, in our culture, that's a big deal. And we used to host really elaborate meals. I like to cook. I have friends who are chefs. I strongly believe and live out the truth that cooking is a love language. And I also have a kid now. And turns out between shuttling him back and forth from martial arts and play dates, cooking, I don't have the time I used to have. So we're actually have dinners now that involve frozen pizza. My wife has a favorite brand, and split pea soup. And the great thing about split pea soup is exactly one pot. And we invite friends over to share soup and frozen pizza. And guess what? They love it because that's enough. And as I've told many people, back when we didn't have a strong budget, I still just made the rule that I can always afford Costco pasta for one more person. Like it's not a good reason not to invite somebody who's like, I can't afford it. I have $3 for more Costco pasta. And as long as I'm straight up that it's going to be Costco pasta, there's integrity there. And that's perfectly good.